I just created a new action, and let me close up that action. I will exit it within Acrobat, and it's this one here. My custom action ends up on top of the 6 built-in actions within Acrobat. So once you create a new action, it gets added down below at the very top, which I find really convenient. What I want to do is run this action on this document, but I want to show you something that can happen when I do. So I'll click the action, and what that does is move me into the actual action and the pane within that action that I created as I built it. So the first thing is, what are the files to be processed? Now notice my current document I have open is not listed within this area. If I click the Start button, the reason for that is because this document was changed or modified and it has not yet been saved within Acrobat. So don't let that throw you if you don't see your document, even though you have it open. This can happen. I'll just click OK. I'll go ahead and save this document. Now that I've done that, it starts going through the steps for me. So once I saved it, it gets added to the files to be processed, and my action starts. So this is the prompt for recognizing text. I'll click OK. If I always wanted to use that same thing, I could actually eliminate that piece. Now here is a prompt for detecting form fields as well, because that is the piece that's happening next. You can see it went through and recognized text. I'll go ahead and say yes, detect form fields. I think it's nice to keep this option of prompting the user within the detect form fields, because there are some forms that I prefer to create the form fields for. As you get more familiar with PDF forms, you will probably find this same thing. So I'll say yes on this one. Go ahead and detect the form fields. So you could see it was working down in this area. Now this is what the instructions look like. I said to pause, so what it did was it showed the instructions here, and it paused so I can choose when I want to move forward. I could eliminate that pause if I wanted to and didn't want this to stop. So I'll click to proceed. It went ahead and added tags to the document, and because that's a part of accessibility, I can actually click here to open up a full report for this action. So let me click that, and here's a report of exactly what happened. Notice it opened up in my browser, my default browser, and it went through and performed these individual tasks, and you can see it says it succeeded. So I'll just close that up. But that full report over here is on the action itself. So there is my full report. I now have form fields, good or bad as they may be. This form is not conducive to running this create form command, but I wanted to show you a few things within this action. So I went ahead and used this one. I know that it recognized text because as long as I have the text selection tools, I can access it. I know it added form fields because this form makes it very obvious that they were added. And to check the add tags piece, I can go over to the file properties, and you can see it is a tagged PDF. So it added tags to the document as well. Now it's just a matter of my saving this document. So I'll save this as goal sheet dash action completed. Click Save, and there is my file all set after I ran my action. You can see how convenient this can be to speed up processes within Acrobat. We all tend to do similar tasks over and over again on multiple documents, so I think this is a great one when working with forms, especially if you start with a scanned document. To close up this action, once I'm done, I just click the Close button right here, and I'm right back into my standard interface. So that is how you can run a custom action. You really don't run it any different than one of these pre-built actions. It just walks through the steps that you stated within the action you created. And at the end, you simply close up that pane for the action, and you're right back in the standard Acrobat interface. So that is running our custom action that was created that actually performed 3 tasks on a document: recognized text, detected form fields, and added tags to the document for accessibility. So that is running a custom action that we created within Acrobat.